Welcome!
Hi, welcome to the Stampin Scoop Show.
Number 1,033. I can't even remember anymore.
I think we're 147, but I don't know.
Close, I was close.
We're going to go with that. We're rolling with that regardless. 4.
Have we got some fun, adorable, and exciting stuff to show you today?
Super, super cute today. So while you guys are hopping on board, we are broadcasting live.
In 6.
I know. I don't even know what the word for that is anymore. Like
a lot.
Quadraphonic. Now that one, then it was 5, and now it's 6.
And a lot of spots.
We're broadcasting live on 6 channels on Facebook on Stamp with Tami and Crafty Stampin', and on YouTube on Stamp with Tami and Crafty Stampin', and on Twitter as well on both of our channels.
Basically anywhere that'll let us.
So wherever you are, hopefully you can see us, and hopefully you are going to fall in love with these gnomes, because we're going to be sharing and showcasing the Stampin' Up Storybook Gnome Suite.
There are gnomes everywhere, and now we have
So
them
cute.
everywhere.
They're coming right from the garden to our stamping table.
They
for
are
a whole episode.
so
of fun.
cute.
So we have a lot to share with you. We're going to be making a super fun interactive card today
Yes.
that I hope you guys are going to love. Welcome, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
There is a bad echo, I hear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay,
You
yeah.
see, we got new jewelry.
Yeah, we're testing out new stuff. So let's see if we can fix that. Oh, is that better?
Do you hear us now? No.
We are testing out new equipment that, we hope will get better. But anyways, so if you guys are still hearing an echo, let us know, because I can always switch back to some old stuff if it doesn't work. But
There are always options.
Yeah. So we are going to start with what is Price Patrol.
Ooh, the Sit, Stay, and Relax stamp set. All you have to do to win this is comment on any of the 6 live broadcasts or the replay of said broadcast, and just comment on there. And then if you want a second entry to win, just share this live video to any social media platform and go back and write in the comments shared with a D, and we will add you in for a second time. And that's a really cute. That's actually a hard stamp set to get, because you need to be a host or put in a really big order to get that. So this is a good way to get it.
And that means
we have winner chicken dinner.
Woo!
Della King
Congrats, Della.
won the Nourish and Flourish kit from our last episode, number 1,146. And that was 2 weeks ago. And congratulations. All you need to do is fill out the form found on either stampwithtami.com or Crafty Stampin', and we will get that out to you. Congrats.
Yay.
Yay.
And a couple of things happening in the world.
Ooh.
Our Stamp Out Breast Cancer fundraiser is happening, and we hope that you can participate. You do not have to be local to participate. You can make a donation directly to our team at Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, and you will automatically be entered to win our door prize. You will get 2 free tutorials with the Stepping Stone stamp sets, and you can also purchase t-shirts, and the proceeds from the t-shirt sale will be donated directly to the Making Strides team. Our goal is to raise, last year I think we did $10,000.
Ooh, nice.
So hopefully we'll come close to that this year, because that was pretty amazing.
Excellent.
And so fingers crossed, and we need your help. So it's a group effort. It's a group effort. Let's use our crafts to make a difference.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it is past the 10th of the month, which means we're on to a new paper pumpkin kit. This is from the North Pole paper pumpkin kit. If you sign up now or keep your subscription, you will get this adorable kit. It says, put some sparkle in your Christmas giving with this festive DIY gift tags. I can already tell you, I love that stamp set with the deer and everything. So I'm really excited about this. It comes in this special box, and you have to subscribe by the 10th of November. Like, what month are we in? The 10th of November. And if you subscribe with either Tami or myself at stampwithtami.com or craftystampin.com, you will be part of our PPX crew and get a whole bunch of exclusive alternative videos. So sign up for that.
And there's also an add-on this month.
Ooh.
You can add on bags. So we all need gift tags, right?
Yeah,
for our
everything.
Holiday gifting and presents. Of course, we're going to have alternates on the PPX that Linda just mentioned, and the APPT. alternates.
Hop.
So our blog hop every month. So we're going to have cards as well. We're going to repurpose this kit and turn it into a lot of different things. We're going to turn it into 3Ds. We're going to turn it into cards. You're not going to want to miss out. But in addition to that, you can add on these bags. And they're North Pole bags. You can purchase them in our online store, and they're available now.
Oh, are they now?
A lot of times when there's an add-on, it's not available until after the kit goes out. But
snap them up
these
now,
are
ladies.
available now. So you can get those in either of our online stores.
Fitting florets. Now this is a awesome suite that is a preview. So it's a combo. It's a preview and a limited edition. So this is available right now. It's a pre-order for demonstrators. But if you are interested in joining, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute,
next.
You can add this to your kit. It contains 2 stamp sets. One that is the fitting florets that has a matching die, fitting florets, and it has a special holiday stamp set, which I can't remember the name of off the top of my head, as well as a DSP and gems, swirly gold gems. All together, and you can buy that all right now as a collection. Beautiful. You can buy it in a month if you're a customer. You can buy it right now if you're a demonstrator, or if you want to add it to your kit.
It's beautiful. I've
really
been working
pretty
with it this week, and it is just gorgeous. The paper is just gorgeous. And we also have a swap. It's open to all demonstrators. Yes. So, and here's where we're saying you want to get the demo kit. So you can get this in the demo kit starting right now. So if you are interested in that, you don't have to get it, but you can. But I'm telling you, if you have a wish list over $99, you want to look at this.
Is the way to go. So you get $155 for this month for $99 with free shipping. Plus you get a business kit. Plus you get a paper pumpkin kit. I'm sure there's a few other things. It is a good deal. It's almost $100 in savings when you add in the paper pumpkin kit and the shipping. So it is definitely worth doing. You do not have to sell. You get to be part of both Tami and my groups, and it is awesome. So see either craftystampin.com or stampwithtami.com for full details and to join.
Yay!
And add the fitting florets.
Yes, and you definitely want to do that so you can join our swap. But as Linda said, you get to be part of our Stamp It demonstrator group, and that is a whole lot of fun. And you do not have to do any demonstrating or selling if you don't want to. You can totally do this for the discount.
There's quite a few people that they just chat in the Facebook group. They share their creations. They get ideas. It's a good time.
We have card challenges in our Stamp It group that just for making cards. So it's there's something there for everybody.
Right.
All right. So
are we ready now? You ready to see some gnomes?
We're ready to share the gnomes. Sharing the love, sharing the gnomes. So we're going to be sharing the Storybook Gnomes.
Follow along. Page 42.
And 43. And does that carry over? No, just 42 and 43 on this one.
It is, and this is found in our July to December mini catalog. Also formerly known as a holiday catalog.
Yes, which I still call the holiday catalog. I still refer it to that because it's a lot of holiday stuff. And the gnomes are holiday things. However, you're going to see that they can be used for every occasion. There's so many different fun things that you can do with these gnomes. So we're going to start with just showing you what comes in that suite, and then we're going to share a lot of ideas, and we're going to do some fun stamping. Ooh. So it's the Kindest Gnome stamp set. They're kind of cute.
Aren't they adorable? I think
everybody loves gnomes. You can't go wrong with the gnomes.
No.
And the die set, Linda's going to show you in a minute. I'll just show you the dies, and then after we show you the rest, she's going to show you some cool stuff the dies can do.
Yeah.
You can use them. They match the stamp set. They also match the paper.
2 papers. So this paper here, and then this paper here with the little mushroom houses. Isn't that cute? Yes.
And in addition to that, you can make gnomes out of the dies. So
build a gnome.
Yeah, build a gnome. Yeah, right? Build your own. Build your own. So I'm going to let her show you the rest after. We'll do the rest what's in here really quick. Okay. We've got fine sparkle gems, which are really pretty. They're little. They've got a touch of glimmer in them.
I think it's coral. If I can do this off the top of my head, I think it's coral, pale papaya, mint, and maybe Pacific Point. God, I gotta go look now. Oh.
Doesn't say on there. Maybe.
No.
And then we've got some puff paint, which is super fun.
I was right.
Everybody loves it.
I was right. All right. I was almost right. Calypso Coral, Pale Papaya, Pacific Point, and Pool Party. It was Pool Party. I was so close.
Nice job. All right. So We should also add that you can also purchase all of this stuff in that demonstrator kit.
Yes.
As well
you
as
can put anything you want.
Anything that's
$155 of anything you want.
And
you want to buy $155 worth of this ribbon, you can do that for $99.
So this is it's balmy blue and white stitched ribbon. Is that what it's called?
It is a double stitch ribbon
so it's
in
almost like
balmy blue. It looks like you layered them. Yeah.
I think it's stitched together, but I think you can. Yeah, I've done it.
It's
before.
like 2 in 1.
So it's like a 2-in-1. You can use it together, but you can also use it individually if you want to peel that apart. But it is put on there pretty good, so it's not going to fall apart on you.
Yeah, some people are like, this is the first thing I bought. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know, right? Because they're so stinking cute.
Yeah, the cute factor was sort of off the charts with these little guys. So, do you want to go through? Let's go through the paper. You want to go through the paper first?
Yeah, we'll go through the paper.
Before I explain some of the little fun things.
So paper is, now look at this. See, you don't even have to go gnome with this paper.
No.
Right? This is just a winter scene. In fact, I'm going to show you a card that has no gnomes on it at all.
The foxes from, I think it was last year. Here they are again.
So cute. What
They're
does
so
the fox say? So we've got nice little patterns on there. And then the gnome paper. This one, again, the dies match. These little guys.
They're so cute.
And then we've got just solid
Winter
pattern on the back.
Yeah,
and then, so again, you can go gnome, you can go gnomeless. And here we've got the mushroom houses, which you can stamp too. The stamp matches that too.
And I love these little scenes. Yeah. Like you could take like a circle die or something, and just pop that out and just put it on your card.
Pop that right into something and make it a
done.
Little project. And there's another little scenes here. There's a bunch of different little gnome
and little mushroom caps
parties going on here. And then pretty patterns on the back. And like this one, pretty snows, right?
That one's so pretty. Little mountains and trees.
And snowflakes on the back. And then snowflakes on the front. I guess it's double-sided. It doesn't matter. You could be the front. Putting it back.
Yeah.
And then we've got patterned mushrooms.
Yeah, whichever one you like, that's the front.
Right, exactly.
If they're both,
the one
then
you
you're
like
in
the
trouble.
best. The one you like the best.
And you gotta buy 2 packs. So what I like to do usually is kind of cut out all the dies so that you can see how you use them. So there was a bunch of solids, and then there's the ones that cut out the gnomes. And like we said, this little guy, a die cuts out all those ones on that one piece of paper, the same as this die cuts out so this stamp is the same as the print on the DSP. But then there is your build a gnome pieces. So we have the little beard, we have his little feet. These 2 little things are the nose. And I'll tell you something. We got a little grass. So this is his little hat. So you can make a cute little hat. But there's this cute little piece. And this is this one.
What that piece was.
What this is for. So this fits in the hat like this when you go to cut it out. If you want to put a hole for a little tag. So yeah, so you can see here, I did the 2 hats, one with and one without the hole.
And a tip, you can use that little hole on other things too, if you want to make other things.
I got it trapped because I used my little Post-it note to hold it. Didn't realize that it was still attached to the Post-it note. And I was putting holes in a whole bunch of other things I was cutting. I couldn't figure it out. So yes, you can use it for other things. Whether you know it or not.
Whether you know it or not.
Yep. And then we got some little mushroom caps. And here are the little bottoms to the mushroom caps. But what I've also seen people do, and I didn't have a chance to do it. So if you take your mushroom cap and you take your little nose. So if you cut this out in flesh tone and then you cut the little mushroom cap out in a color and you put that behind your little guy, it can be his little sweater and hands that are sticking out.
Oh.
He's very versatile.
I love it.
Of what you can do with him.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah. I was like, I saw someone do it and I'm looking around and going, where's the hands? I'm like, oh, it's the mushroom. It's the mushroom. So those are the dies. I'm sure there's probably a million other things you can do with them. Oh, and here's the little stems to your mushrooms. Super cute. Super cute. And we got tons of examples to show you how those are all used and in what cute, fun way.
Okay.
Samples first, or what are we doing? Are you stamping first?
Mix. Let's do a couple of samples, and then we'll do a little bit of stamping. So I've got a couple. We'll start with a classic classic gnome card right here and work our way up.
There you go.
We got some outside the box stuff. So this is just your classic gnome. He was cut with designer series paper for his hat, and this was just a build a gnome with his little beard. So I mean, super simple, adorable.
Yeah. And I don't know how well it shows up, but if you see like the little beard, if you see the die, it's got the lines. So he has that embossed. You can really see it in person. I'm not sure how well it's showing up, but there was embossed lines on quite a few of these things that are adorable.
And this was one I had done for a previous series that I did on pop-up cards. And it's the designer series paper. I cut the pieces out of the designer series paper, and then There's
so
a little mushroom house inside. So that one was just a super fun. It was part of my pop-up card series. And if you're interested in that, wait. Ooh. We might show you how to do this later.
And I don't know if you can see, you got the little gems. So she's got the ones on the mushroom, ones around, and ones on his hat. Like, super cute.
Super, super cute.
What's the phrase for this show? Super cute.
Super stinking cute.
You want to show here? When you want to decorate a box, just put a gnome on it. So this little guy has a little belly band on one of our boxes, and it's just super cute. Just cut him out, tiny smidge of ribbon, and you have yourself a little box topper. Adorable. Adorable.
So cute.
Yep.
So maybe I'll do one more, and then I'll share a couple more, and then we'll do some stamping. So this is one I actually posted on my blog yesterday. And I had actually had this all done, and Linda's like, let's do gnomes on the next episode. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. I actually happen to have them out, and I happen to be...
I'm like, we cannot go through...
seriously into playing with the gnomes. So
this season without the gnomes.
This is a pinwheel tower card. It stands up. I'm going to put it down on the table so you can see it stands up on its own. It's a nice little interactive card, and it folds flat.
There's not a bad way to present this card.
It's so, and when it's flat, it's almost like the never-ending card, right? It just keeps going and going, right? And I did this almost all with designer series paper. So I used the designer series paper.
How many packs did you go through?
I think I'm on my third pack. I am. I love the gnomes, and I love all the different. So fun. So we've got little, pop-outs hiding behind the house here. And two more that I have, and then before the stamping, and then a couple more for after. So this is a sidestep card that I did all with designer series paper.
It's so cute.
So the little moose cut out, the fox cutouts, all the little animals there, and again, no gnomes, so I went gnomeless. I went gnomeless for this one, and we've got the cute little. It stands up on its own. It's a little sidestep. I have a little series that I did a while back on how to make sidestep cards. And I thought, oh, these will be super, super cute. So that was all from the designer series paper. And this one here is a mix.
That one's so cute.
This was a build a gnome here. And then we've got designer series paper and a designer series mushroom on there. And so that one is different. Just a little different look.
So cute.
To the sidestep. And the first one was all designer series paper. This one's a little hybrid mix. And I went with red there because I wanted to show... I had done a lot with the blue with this set, and I wanted to show some other colors.
So I have one. This is similar to one that Tami did in that it has, no gnomes. Just, some fun fussy cutting of the animals. But one thing I want to show in this kit or in this collection is also the puffy paint. And so I don't know if you can tell, I added puffy paint to my DSP. Ooh. There we go. So I added really to all the trees and all the little mountains, just to give it a little extra. That paper doesn't need any extra, but to give it to it. And just a little tip with the puffy paint, you paint it on, and then you hit it with your heat gun. It takes probably like 3 or 4 times the length of time as it does to heat emboss your heat embossing powder. So don't think you haven't done it, right? Just stand there and keep hitting it, and it will all of a sudden goes. So that's my tip. 3 times, 4 times as long.
Super fun on the puff paint. Are we ready for some stamping? Okay. So I've got a few things in today's card. We are going to be doing a very interactive card. It is a I'll tell you more about it as we go. But the first thing I wanted to do was a little bit of Stampin' Blend coloring, because I haven't done Stampin' Blend coloring in a long time, and I was like, I really liked the look of that on these gnomes, so we're going to do a little bit today.
Our color rainbow here.
Got a little rainbow of blends in that little blendy holder. So I think maybe I might just do the mushroom because I think you'll get the idea when I start going. And I'm going to start with Daffodil Delight and do the windows. And I started with the darker one and just highlighted the actual image streaks that look like, you know, little, gives a little reflection maybe in the window there. And then I took the lighter, oops, I'm going to give that to you. That while we keep on going. It's always nice to have an extra set of hands.
It does.
And then I'm just going to take the lighter one and color here. Actually, let's do this. Let's go down. So you guys are right on top of it so you can see a little bit better. Does that help, guys? And then I'm going to go ahead and let's do the mushroom top. So I've got two different purples here. I've got Fresh Freesia, light and dark, and I've got Blackberry Bliss, light and dark. So the blends come in a combo of two light and dark of each color. And they also have two tips. They have a brush tip end and they have a nib tip end. I'm taking the darkest, which is the Blackberry Bliss, and I'm taking the nib tip end, and I'm going to do some of the finer parts, like this little rim around the back. And then a little bit around the bottom here. And then this part I could use a brush tip for, if you wanted to, for this part right here. But for the finer parts, I definitely like to use the nib tip. And then I'm going to do a little bit underneath in the under the under the hood. What do you call the top of a mushroom? All right, so then I'm going to add.
I'm reading comments and all of a sudden I hear that. I'm like, wait a minute.
Under the hood of the mushroom. It looks like it's a car. So now I've got the light, and I'm just working my way from darkest to lightest here. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the window pane. I'm using the lighter Blackberry Bliss here for the window pane, but I could have used the darker too because that's really thin in there. I'm using the nib tip. And maybe a little bit here. And then I'm just working my way out lighter. Now, Fresh Freesia is a different color. So this is going to work in a little bit of a different color on the mushroom top. But it's also a little bit lighter. And as you can see, I'm kind of blending each layer as I go to kind of smooth out that line of the colors so you don't get a line of dark and light. Also, as I'm going, you know, like I'm going darker to lighter, but as I'm going, I'm not doing a straight line across. If I'm blending colors, I'm kind of doing a squiggly line a little bit so that the squiggle line will also help not make it look like there's a straight line. So you can kind of see it's already blending really nicely there. It's already got a cool look to it. Who knew Fresh Freesia and Blackberry Bliss could look so cool together? And then if you wanted to take it a step further and really make it pop, I'm going to take the color lifter. And we're not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to actually go over maybe the top part of it, the lighter part, and maybe the lighter part underneath. And that is just going to make it pow. Like it's really got a lot of punch to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the door next. I'm going to let that, they dry very fast. They're alcohol markers. And as we are doing this, it's drying, but I'm actually going to move on to the door next. So that gives it a minute to dry so that I can do the stem of the mushroom separately and it won't.
You're not blending.
Right. If you're blending
the stem with the.
If you're doing a lot of
hood.
Heavy coloring back to back, right? The hood and the stem are they're going to blend together. So I'm going to take the darker. Now I'm going into the natural tone Stampin' blends here. We've got like it's a deep, medium, deep, light deep. So these are like, I'm just going to call out the numbers here of each one. This is the 200. I actually have numbers like written on labels on these as well, so I can see them quickly when I go to grab them. So the darkest one I'm using on today's card is the 200 of the naturals. And I'm taking, and I'm doing the, I'm just doing the whole kind of outline there. I'll go ahead and do the outline of the window too with that, because why not? I mean, we could do it in purple too if you wanted to. And I mean, if you've never seen a purple mushroom, just wait.
Your cap or your hood can be a different color from your stem.
Everything can be, you know, and that doesn't have to be natural colors here. We're talking gnomes. What, have you ever seen a gnome? You've never seen a door in a mushroom before?
Gnomes
come on.
Come in all colors.
So we're going to go right into, I'm working up a little bit lighter now, a hair lighter with a 300. And then I'm going to jump to much lighter from 300 to 600. And you can mix these colors up as well. They don't have to be, you know, you don't have to follow this exactly. So I'm just kind of blending in there until I've got that blended nicely so there's not a line. And then I'm going to jump into the 700 and do the very center. And then if you really want that to pop, again, just like I did with the very top, I'm going to go ahead and take that color lifter and do that. But when I did that, I lightened up a little bit here, so I'm just going to redo that. All right, so while I've got this back out, now I'll go ahead and do this stem because by now this has had enough time to dry that they shouldn't bleed together too much. So I'm going to take the actual artwork here that gives us a little bit of shadow or reflection already, and I'm just using that. So I just went over the lines that were already there with the darkest, 200, and again, working darker to lighter. So we're going to go 300 next, and I'm blending as I go. And then work up to 400, maybe just a little bit with that. I'll do the brush tip end. I have been using the nib tip end, but I'll go ahead brush tip on that because we got a bigger surface. And then I'm going to jump right into, we're going to go right to 700. So we've jumped up a few colors here. And if you guys, if this is going very fast, we do have an instruction sheet.
Yes.
And an actual, on the instruction sheet, there is actually a color guide that I've actually listed exactly what colors I used for each part of this card. So you won't feel like if I'm going too fast, you can always rewind and always go back and watch the colors, but you can also use the color guide. You can download that on either one of our blogs about an hour after this episode.
Yeah.
We'll have it up. So there'll be an actual color guide with the colors I use. So now we've got our mushrooms done. And basically I'm going to color our gnome pretty similarly, just using maybe some different colors. The one thing I'm going to show you really quickly that I did with her is her braids. I kind of had some fun with the braids. So I took some pumpkin pie, and this is dark pumpkin pie. We're going to make her an Irish gnome. That's for Linda.
That's for, yeah.
And her little Irish step dancer.
I was just saying, we can make these like gnomes for all seasons. Like these are not just Christmas gnomes.
Right? Could be leprechaun gnomes.
Could be a
so that was the darker pumpkin pie, and then I'm taking the lighter pumpkin pie,
there you go.
going through the whole center, blending that together. So we've got kind of two-tone there. So it's a little bit lighter in the center of her braid. And then we take the color lifter, and I'm just going down the center here. And it really makes it pop. I'm not doing the whole thing, just down the center.
The echo is bad again.
Oh, no.
Did I put my hair over it?
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Or,
well, we can always switch to another sound input if the echo is, let's see.
All of a sudden, guys, so it seems like something changed.
It didn't. And that should fix the echo. So hopefully you guys can hear again, and hopefully it's not too annoying for you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead to some magic. So I went and cut these out.
Ta-da!
And I didn't just cut them out. I actually hand cut these out so that they were thinner, so that I could layer this mushroom on top of this mushroom and get a little bit of an outline. So I cut that really tight to the image. And then you might see, and this, I know you're going to go, oh my gosh, how cruel. But I went ahead and took our little gnome lady here, and I cut her arms off. And the reason why I did that, don't go getting too shocked here. I cut her arms off for a reason. So
don't worry, cut your arms off. As long as you have a good reason.
Stand still. I'm cutting her arms off for a reason. I'm taking a mini glue dot here, and I'm sticking it to her little arm. Oops, or maybe I am. I think I am. I'm trying to stick it to her little arm here. Come on, we don't want her to be armless for too long. I wanted her to be happy, and she's like, yeah, she's like shouting and all. So
she's like a cheerleader now.
Exactly, she's cheerleader now. Except
you get the wrong.
I feel like that's got to go on the other side now.
She's doing fancy poses.
Right, she's
the thumbs back.
There we go. So this way, she's got her arms up, so we can put her arms in a different position.
Put your hands up.
Yeah, see? You can go outside the box all over the place with these little guys. And so we've got our little Stampin' Blend colored gnomes. So that was part 1, and hopefully the echo left because we're onto a different sound system now.
It has.
I wouldn't know what else to do if it didn't, so I'm glad. Okay, so next up, I'm going to just put these aside for a minute. We are going to do something super, super cool. So I wanted to do something a little different.
Ooh.
And I took the Stylish Shapes dies.
These are awesome. These are
I'm using the circles from the largest to the second smallest. And I pre-cut Daffodil Delight, Rich Raspberry, White, and you cannot see that, can you? I'm just going down the list, but you can't even see what I'm doing. All right. We'll go this way.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, we'll go this way. And then I went and recut them in reverse order. So these are the largest. And then we've got...
Second largest.
Wait, yeah, second largest. Did I do them right or wrong? Yeah, second largest, third largest. There we go. The right. So they're largest to smallest, smallest to largest. So the order is reversed. If you can follow that, all right? Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. And I'm using shimmer white on this. Then I should have mentioned that when I was doing the coloring with the Stampin' Blend markers that I use shimmer white paper because I like it better than
there you go.
the base. It's my favorite to use with the Stampin' Blends. Just because of the way it's very forgiving. You can blend really nicely with it. Okay. So I've got one set. And then I'm going to do the same with this set. They're like, what the heck is she doing? Crazy girl with all the circles. All right, so we've gone ahead and put those together. I'm going to take a paper trimmer and some scissors because these are thick enough that the paper trimmer isn't going to cut through the whole layer, but I am going to get a guide when I start. So I'm going to line that up right like this. And trim right down the middle. Again, it's not going to go all the way through there's 4 layers there. Actually, that didn't do too bad. We almost went all the way through, but see how that's got a little thing? We'll cut that off in a minute. And then do the same with this. So kind of get it close to the middle. Cut as much as you can. And then whatever didn't cut, you can just take the scissors and cut.
Ooh, like it was never there.
Just finish off that cut. Okay. So then, like I said, I wanted to go a little funky with this card. So we've got
funky
2 circles, right? 2 circles cut in half. And then we can take, and let's see if I do this correctly. And we can... No, backwards. Linda's like, I don't know what you're doing, so I don't know if I can help you.
I've seen this. I've never done it. Okay, there you go.
Each one is going to make 2 cards.
Oh, there you go.
See?
I see it. Yep.
Can you guys see it now?
Yep.
It's like a retro. It's retro, right? So we've got 2 little shapes now.
Very 70s.
I've got very retro. I've got a card base that I've already put cardstock on the inside and put cardstock on the outside because I figured today's not the day we're going to learn how to put cardstock on. Today's the day we're going to do something really funky and outside the box. So you can watch a previous episode to see how to put the card base together if you haven't done that. But this is standard, and there are measurements on our blogs. In about an hour, you'll be able to download the free PDF with instructions and the color guide that I just, to the colors that I used on our thing. So you can make 2 cards out of what we just did here with that.
So cute.
So then...
Groovy. This is groovy.
It is groovy. That's perfect. I love it. We're groovy. We're very groovy. So then I'm taking the Amazing Thinks dies.
You're pulling out all the fun stuff.
I know, right? This is what I told you it was going to be a fun episode. Dang it, it's a fun episode. We mean business. If you're not having fun, I can't help you. Rule number 1, have fun.
Oh,
you're not having fun.
Like the partridge bird. Remember the Partridge Family, the opening? I think like a bird. I think it does that. You're right. Someone said the Bird.
So, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Isn't that right?
Some of you may not understand that, but some of you. So I cut the thinnest of the amazing dies. So each of the words in this set have a thicker and a thinner one. So I cut the thin one from Blackberry Bliss, but I put a sticker adhesive sheet on the back first to turn it into a sticker.
Sarah was like, I was thinking the Partridge Family too. We're all around the same.
Yeah.
Same era.
So that way it made it really easy for me to stick the thin one into the thicker cutout, which I cut out with shimmer white.
So now all I can do is sing in Partridge
Right?
Family.
You sing while I stamp. So we've got amazing happening here. We're doing something amazing. You know what's coming. And I'm going to put that right over.
Oh, you never knew the line was there.
Right?
Look at that.
What? So I'm going to have Linda go ahead and put some dimensionals and stick that on the middle while we continue. It's kind of nice when you got two sets of hands, right? So we're going to go ahead and stick the mushroom to the outline.
Mushroom to the outline.
Mushroom hat to the mushroom outline hat. And we've got our happy little gnome. Now the last thing I'm going to do with our happy little gnome here is something kind of, I'm not just...
He gets more?
Right? Oh, yeah. But we are not done. We are not done with the cool stuff. So I took some of these little wobblers. They're little spring wobbles. And we'll have links to where you can get these. We don't, although I feel like we need to carry these in the catalog. We don't yet. So we'll have links to where you can get them. They are self-adhesive. They're little plastic springs, and you can peel the front and the back off. And so they're actually sticky, so you don't really even have to put adhesive on them. So go ahead and I don't honestly know which end is the front and which end's the top and which end's the bottom. So I don't know that it matters, but I'm going to stick stick that to the middle of the back of our little curl here that we our Irish step dancer that we made for Linda, our Irish step dancing gnome.
Oh, that's so cute.
And we're going to stick her on the top of our amazing, so now she, right? She's dancing away because she's amazing.
Oh,
super
so
happy.
cute.
All right, so that's part one of our interactive card. All right, so
that's only part one.
That's only part one. Wait, there's more. But wait,
because she colored that,
there's more.
Little
right mushroom. You know I got the mushroom, so you know we're going somewhere with that. And I don't know where I put the stylish shapes dies, but it doesn't matter. You've seen the circles. You saw the circles we used. So I cut these and pre-stamped and attached them already. We've got the largest and the second largest here, Blackberry Bliss and Shimmer White, and I stamped "Celebrating You" from the stamps. No, actually, that's not from the stamps.
It's a different one.
Well, that one's from One Happy Family.
There you go.
So I took it from here because I wanted it to be amazing and I wanted it to go with amazing. So we're celebrating you, Miss Happy Gnome, Happy Dancing Gnome. And we are going to stick this mushroom right onto the side of the circles that we've done already.
Oh, perfect.
Like so. And then I might have hinted
at
this earlier. There's more. I might have hinted at this earlier. So I made a little pop-up. So this is 1x5 sheet of paper, and I scored it at every inch: 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. And so if you follow me and you've seen my pop-up card series, this makes the pop-up for the pop-up card series. And if you need, I'll link to it on my blog post for this video if you want to see that whole episode, to see that actually done in action. And I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on one of those ends. Doesn't matter which one, but you want to stick the two together. So we've got a square. I know somebody said I was working dark on dark one time and she couldn't see too well. So let me put white underneath here so you guys can see the square that I just made. So it's a 1 inch by 5 inch sheet of Blackberry Bliss. And I have just folded it into a square and attached it. So now I'm going to flatten it like this. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to put adhesive on two sides. Two joining sides. I would probably go Seal Plus, but we're just doing Seal right now because it's handy. And then I'm going to pinch it the other way. So there's
glue here and glue here, right?
Glue here and glue here. And I'm going to line it up with the middle of the center of the card. So there's adhesive, right? On top and bottom, and boom. So now we've got our pop-up mechanism.
Sideways. So the adhesive is here and here. Excellent.
And I'm going to
now more adhesive.
Fold it this way. Again, I would probably go with Seal Plus with this. Anytime I do anything interactive, I like the stronger stuff, but for the purpose of the video, I'm just taking regular seal. I only put it on that one square, so the top square still has no adhesive, and it shouldn't have any. And we're gonna line that up with the bottom edge, and boom. Now we've got Dancing Gnome on the front. We've got our funky Partridge Family retro thing that she's dancing on, and then boom, when you open it up, Celebrating You is popping up inside. Let's go ahead and let's look at her on the table, right? She's dancing. You can see her little wobbly on the side there. She's dancing, and then boom, when you open it up. And so we've got some Stampin' Blend. We did a lot. We did a lot in that little bit of time.
And there will be on both of our blogs in about an hour detailed instructions and some photos so that you can recreate this and see what all the other.
So we've got we'll have this full instruction piece here with the product supplies, but also we mentioned the color guide. This is the color guide.
And where to buy your
wobbles. We put together, and also where the wobbles. So where the wobbles are. Where the wild things are. Where the wobbles are. All right, so with that, I've got a couple more shares, and I know Linda's got a couple more shares. So I wanted to save mine until after I did the coloring, the gnome coloring, so you could kind of get an idea of because my next two I colored the gnomes.
Look at that. So that is gorgeous.
This I use the star boxes. We actually carry these. The boxes are available in our online store. I've got some glittery paper in there. Some of that.
That one may make it into my bag.
Evening.
Oh, it's so cute.
Evening evergreen sparklies behind the stars, and then I colored the gnome and the mushroom. And this was an interesting combination of colors. It's parakeet, party, and evening evergreen.
They look awesome.
It's kind of like the freesia and blackberry, right? Yeah. You didn't think to put them together, but they really came together. And then a matching card. This is a slimline card that I made, and a whole little family scene.
That is so cute.
It's all flat. It's all flat. Yep. It's all masked. They're all masked on there, so they're all
hanging out in front of the house.
The whole family's posing, and we've got our Build-A-Gnome cut out on the inside.
So cute.
Then we've got our little set here of our gnome cutouts.
Thank you for sharing, Tami.
Colored gnomes. I'll put my eye on you.
I got a few. This one, I don't remember the names of these anymore. Where you just have the top and the bottom of the card, and then a panel that kind of crosses. Do you remember the name?
Is it a gatefold? No, it's a funky something.
Yeah,
somebody out there will know.
Super cute when you open it like that. Adorable, and then. And all these little fun, kind of fun
like
little
that.
way
Fun folds.
And then here's just another one, very simple, where they cut out the mushroom, but then colored the little guy and just had him standard. And then so she had to have her dancing ones. I have my dancing ones. So these guys are just, for a little Christmas. And I made them so their legs swing so that they can kind of dance. They don't do it too freely. I got to work on my design a little bit better.
I love it.
Isn't that cute?
So adorable.
Cute.
So that is our gnomes. We have been, for those of you that are popping in late, I guess I don't have a gnome screen to share with you. I thought I did, but I guess I don't. That is our gnome. The Storybook Gnomes from Stampin' Up, and that was the entire suite, and some fun things you can do with it.
You need the whole suite.
Or without gnomes.
Yes.
With or without the holidays.
Right.
So all kinds of different
they can do it all.
Yeah, different occasions, different types of projects, different things that you can do with them. So fun. And those are featured in the July to December 2022 mini catalog. That was a mouthful. I'm just going to go with this year's holiday catalog from Stampin' Up.
Yes.
So we will have our blog post up on either one of our blogs in about an hour, and it will be linked in the video's description, and we'll let you know when it's up so you guys can download those instructions, color guide, and get more information on those cute little gnomes. And Linda and I will be back together in 2 weeks with the next episode of the Stampin Scoop Show. We'll look forward to seeing you guys.
1 million and whatever.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.